Hi guys, it's Laura. I know the sunlight is a little extreme here right now, but I was just called to jump on here, so I'm gonna do it. Some of you have already seen this part of the beginning of my portfolio in a recent live stream. This is from 1995. Um, it's very inspired by music and my life at the time. Um, Life in the city, life in music, life in art, and all this stuff. What I'm going to show you today is because I've got a few inquiries lately about Freedom Fashion Program, so I decided to open the doors for the rest of the month. The link is in my bio, and what I'm going to show you is what it's all about. It's a 15-week course designed after the semester course that I taught and also created the online program for Parsons School of Design in 2008. Sorry, you know what? The light is so bright that I can't see, so I'm gonna let's see if this helps. Maybe this will be too dark. I don't know. Let's see. What I'm showing you right now is how the portfolio is set up. Granted, this is 20 years old. And I'm going to tell you a few things about that too, because, by the way, I want to mention before I go forward that the link in the bio is paid in full. It's $22.22 for the lifetime access to the 4-month program, but there is a payment plan. If you DM me, I can send you the link for that. It's just that with the payment plan, you end up paying $2,400. Okay, so this is my transition. Meaning summer going into fall collection. These are my fabric swatches. I do not teach these tall, skinny proportions anymore. I talk about that every time because I feel like I have to disclaimer it right away, because one of the reasons I started my own school is because I don't believe in teaching women to design and draw in this way. And I can't actually believe that my teachers let me. But I still like my designs. And the reason I'm showing you this also is, hello, I want to show you how, what Freedom Fashion is about. So what you see here is you see figures, you see a coordinated collection of designs with fabric swatches to go with it, and that's something that's what we do in Freedom Fashion. But we start from the beginning. We start from learning how to use your art supplies all the way up to how to illustrate and conceive of your groups. These are final illustrations, but we talk about how to do quick sketches, how to lay out your stuff, how to create flat sketches, which is what these are. Line sheets, which is kind of like planning your line with, what pieces you want to include, what fabrics you want to include, who's it for, what's their life like. Okay, now this is the one that didn't show up in the last live stream, which, by the way, you guys were so supportive. I got so much beautiful feedback on that live stream, so I'm really excited to be sharing another one. Hello, welcome. So the lighting. The lighting. These plastic pages are very reflective. So again, since some new people come on, I just want to mention that I don't teach extreme proportions like this anymore, and that this is from the 90s. But I always loved African prints. At the time I was in college, I spent a lot of time. I went to going to African parties. My boyfriend was from Ghana, and I lived in Paris the year before. So all of these patterns and fabrics were really, really inspiring me. It's a little dark. If I take the light off of the window, though, I think it's too bright. And so in Freedom Fashion, we go over how to render prints, how to scale them down to fit from the size of the swatch to scale down for illustration, how to find your voice. And again, this is my senior year project book. I'll share some other ones during this launch through the end of March. Sorry, I've been really sick, which has slowed me down, but now I forget what I was going to say. Let me know if you have any questions. Oh, the point is, even though this is my final year work, I'll also be sharing work from when I was a beginner, but the program is totally beginner friendly because the course that I developed for Parsons was actually a course that was open to fashion design students as well as fashion marketing students. And for about 10 years in that particular course, I had a gazillion absolute beginner students. And so I particularly love working with beginners because you have less to unlearn and are very open-minded and excited. And my joy is working with beginners because I can help you get a foundation of kindness and trust and encouragement as you develop along the way, whereas a lot of people who come in with long, hard-standing experience tend to be more scared or more rigid based on things that they've been through in the past. I mean, those are just generalizations, and again, I do not teach these super tall, skinny, proportions. This group is all cut and sewn knitwear. And in the program, the 4-month program, it's pre-recorded video that you can watch anytime you want. And so you can work the program again and again and again to hone your skills, to watch your vision evolve over time, to explore different sides of yourself. Hello, hola. To explore the different sides of yourself and your design universe, who you want to design for, what you're about, what you care about. One of the reasons I created this whole program in business and school was because so many of my students at the university, so many people who love fashion deeply aren't really going to get what they deserve, I believe, what they really want from being in a fashion industry. What they need first is to go deep into getting the skills and enjoying the beauty and the magic without all of this really, really intense, overwhelming kind of pressure. And you have to be here at this time, and you have to get this grade and all that. I'm about the creating, about the magic. And again, this is a portfolio, so these are like finished sketches, and this is from when I was in school with all those pressures and teachers breathing down my neck. But what I very much encourage now is just so much freedom, so much fun, so much discovery, exploring, collecting, filling yourself up and spilling yourself out in the language of fashion. Speaking of which, I do have a book on Amazon. It's called The Language of Fashion Design. If you want to learn more about me, you could look that up. Here's another collection. I always loved mixed prints. Oops, this thing's falling apart. So here's the sketches for that group. So we learn how to mix paint colors and to work in gouache to render and present our collections. And whether you make them or not, whether you take them on job interviews or not, the creative pleasure and adventure and joy of learning to create in this way is so exhilarating. And I'll say one more time, because this is another, super skinny. I don't teach people to draw skinny like that anymore. That's how I was taught in school. I'm kind of embarrassed about it, but there you go. I think the people we design best for are ourselves, actually, because we know our bodies, we know our lifestyles, we know what we love and desire, But and there was a lot of pressure when I was in school to design like career clothes. This is 1995. So you're seeing a lot of that here as well. I love collecting inspiration. So the other part of the class that you're not seeing here is that we fill a sketchbook with all kinds of like loose sketches and collecting inspiration and building ideas in our sketchbook. And that's a whole other video I could do. But right now I just wanted to show you this, because if something like this is what you'd like to be able to produce as a vision for yourself, either to get into a school or for your own, just like forget the school thing, I just want to do this, I want to learn these skills. Freedom Fashion is about all of this. You'll design a few collections, you'll learn model drawing, you'll learn art supplies, and there are other courses you can add on after. There's an evening wear course, there's a fall and winter wear course, there's a digital fashion illustration for iPad or tablet course, and there's pattern making and draping. Actually, if you sign up during March for Freedom Fashion Program, I'm going to give you the pattern making and draping course as a bonus, which saves you like $600 to $800. And that course, whether you plan to do pattern making and draping or not, that course is going to enhance your understanding and knowledge and ability to communicate with people and to analyze fashion like never before. So I'm really excited that you get that with the program. There's also an all-inclusive program where you get Freedom Fashion plus all the courses as bonuses, but it is a higher price point. So this promotion right now is $2,222 for the 4 months, but you get lifetime access. And there's even like I told you, there's a payment plan. If you just DM me, the payment plan comes out to, it's $400 a month for 6 months. And the content of the course will drip out 1 module per week. But believe me, that's plenty of material every week. Ignacio, Marcelo, hola. I am so sick with a cold. I just can't even believe it. So these are my fashion sketches from when I was a student in 1995. Thank you everyone who stopping by. I think I'm going to have to go make another cup of tea with honey. And I hope to see you all soon. Love you much. Bye, guys.